What's going on, guys? Becco, and welcome back to another video. And I am going to be running down my predictions from this season, and some of them I was very pleased with. A couple of them I've been absolutely awful. I made this prediction, I think it was just before the start of the season, and of course the season just ended yesterday. And I thought, what better way to to go through it all. I've written it all down on a spreadsheet, so it's just easier to go through instead of having to go back and forth between YouTube and this. But we're going to start off with the relegation zone, and I got two teams correct for who I thought was going down, but obviously you can see in the wrong position here. In 20th, we had Sheffield United. 19th was Burnley, and Luton was in 18th. The three teams that went up from last season went down this season. I predicted that Luton would have finished. Well, I predicted that Sheffield would finish in 19th. I was off by one. That's what I put down, one. Burnley, I said they was going to finish 17th, but they didn't. I thought they was going to have a better season than they originally was going to. They look strong in the Championship, but I think that the golfing class between Premier League and Championship is getting bigger every day now. So yeah, that's unfortunate. The surprise package, even though they went down, was Luton. They play some brilliant football, and I would have loved to have seen them stay in the Premier League for another season. I think with everything they've been through in the past, 15 years, going from National League back up to the Premier League, been nothing short of amazing. And if there's any Luton fans out there, do not feel downhearted. You played some fantastic football. You put a lot of teams under pressure. There wasn't that many. I don't think there was many big blowouts they had, where they lost by a load of goals. If they did, I apologise if I brought bad memories on that one. But honestly, did better than everyone else thought. We thought, that they'd probably set a new record for least amount of points scored, but no. Took it down to the last day. It was just a little bit too much, unfortunately. In seventh, we'll go for the next few spots here. We'll go to 12th. Forest finished 17th. I predicted they would finish 15th. I would have thought they would have had a better season. I think maybe buying all them players, then having to sell a bunch, kind of mixed everything up a little bit. I'm not too sure about that. So hopefully, they can build on this season. But if not, I can see them going down next year. Brentford, I expected a lot more. They definitely were one of the teams that underperformed this year. We'll get to the team that definitely underperformed in the next part, so it's going to be hard. Down 6 places from where I predicted. Obviously, I predicted them to be 10th. I thought it was going to be more mid-table. Brentford, never really looked like they was going to trouble. Like, we never really saw them as relegation fighters. But yeah, it was kind of unfortunate that they're down there. Everton, I predicted they would finish 16th. Obviously, they finished 15th, so they actually did one better than I originally thought. They would have been higher, though. Honestly, they would have been a lot higher up. They had so many charges against them, so many point deductions, and points got given back. And it's like, if you do it for that team, there's a certain team that everyone wants to be punished at the moment, which we'll get to in a second. They finished 15th. I predicted 16th. Wolves, I predicted them to go down. I didn't think they was going to actually survive this season, but they did. Their manager, I can't remember his name now, did a good job this year. But it would be nice to see them kind of like challenging top 10 maybe next season. They're a very decent side. They've got a lot of potential. 13th was Fulham, and I predicted them to be 12th. In fact, I can go on to Bournemouth as well. I just got that mix around. I was close to being spot on. How sad is that? Mid-table teams, not really much to talk about. Had a few good games. Fulham actually looked really, really good at one point. They was like skirting around like the Conference League, I think, early on in the season, if I'm right. It's been so long since then. 9 months. Good job from them. We're going to go... Oh, here we go. I'm going to go to just outside the European zone. We've got Bournemouth. Brighton. I predicted 9th. They finished 11th. Not really much to talk about for them. Probably could have actually finished ninth if they beat Man United yesterday. I'm recording this on a Monday, so it's going up on Tuesday. As you can tell in the top left-hand corner, I just realised. So yeah, they finished 11th. In 10th was Crystal Palace. I predicted 14th. I generally thought, there wasn't a skirt around that. Obviously, the Premier League table was so... what's it called? In fact, I'm actually going to look at the Premier League table now. Especially that mid-table thing. Here we go. So yeah, I mean, mid-table was actually quite close. Actually, no, not as close as I thought it was going to be. Okay, scratch that then. I thought it was going to be a lot... I drew that. I thought it was going to be a lot closer than it actually was. But so yeah, Crystal Palace 10th. I predicted 14th. Did better by 4 places. West Ham finished 9th. I predicted 11th. Yeah, it was, even so, still a disappointing season for West Ham fans, I think. But talking of disappointments, my team, Manchester United, I predicted 2nd, and I think a lot of other people did as well. Building off that season from last year, team was looking good. We kind of stuttered towards the end, but, even so, I thought we would have at least challenged the top 4, but I put them 2nd because, I'm biased. And I think I think I was right to put them 2nd at that point. Obviously, this was before the season started. But what a shambles this was. Absolute bloody shambles. We finished 8th. Now, there's a lot of talk about people wanting Ten Hag out. I'm in the calibre of saying keep him in. We had a change of ownership. Well, sort of. We've had a bit of a change of ownership this season. A lot of background stuff going on in the back, and there's other players as well now that aren't really putting in their weight. I want to give Ten Hag one more season. If he doesn't show signs of improving that team and getting them players on track, then maybe, just maybe, it's going to be time to replace him. However, I don't think this one bad season should affect his future just quite yet. Obviously, if it happens again next season, yeah, he's out, sure. We've still got an FA Cup to play for. We're going to lose that. I know we are. But I'd rather lose with fight than lose with nothing, if that makes sense. Like, if we bring the fight to Manchester City and we do well and it's like a last-minute goal and they win, I can say, you know what? We took them to the limit. Because Man City, after everything, still a good team, but we'll get to that in a bit. So yeah, very disappointing. It was very tough to watch over the season. Anyway, Newcastle, I predicted 5th. They finished 7th. Very disappointing from them. I did actually say they might struggle with Champions League football as well. They actually did all right. Actually, in Champions League, they beat PSG, I think it was, as well. So, fair play to them. Let's go for the just top 2 for now. Chelsea, I got spot on. They finished 6th. That's how you know Man United had a bad season. Chelsea were playing awful, and then the last 10 games, Chelsea just did well, was doing well. I think they went unbeaten for quite a while as well. But yeah, they finished 6th in the end. That's what I predicted. Spot on. Spurs, they finished 5th. I predicted 8th, and yeah, I was completely wrong. Well done to Spurs. I mean, at the start of the season, they looked like title contenders, and after about 15 games, they kind of went. So yeah, it's kind of a oopsie moment for them. But let's have a look at top 4. Aston Villa, I think they were the big surprises of this season, definitely, because of no one predicted. I don't think anyone else predicted they would finish top 4. I predicted them to finish 7th, possibly get some European football again next season, or to get European football. And yeah, fair play to Aston Villa. They finish 4th. They get Champions League football for the first time in 40 years, I think it is. So it'll be awesome to see them in Champions League. Liverpool finish 3rd. I predicted 4th, so I was close to that. Not much else to say about Liverpool. Obviously, this was the one big shock actually coming out of this season. Jurgen Klopp leaves. Liverpool. No one actually saw that one coming. Even as a United fan, I will say, he's not the greatest Premier League manager of all time. That will always fall to Sir Alex Ferguson. And I know there's Man City fans saying, "No, Pep Guardiola." No. Pep inherited a good team. Fergie built a good team. But we'll not talk about that. I think Klopp can be up there with probably one of the top 10 managers of the Premier League era, or like English football era sort of thing. He will be missed in the Premier League. That's for sure, even coming from a United fan. But I wonder where he'll go next. I don't think he'll go back to Germany. I think he could go to Spain and possibly manage Barcelona, but I think Xavi's staying now. But I can see him probably he could go to Barcelona. Maybe that's why he was leaving. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Second was Arsenal. They took it down to the final day again. I didn't think they was going to do it, obviously. I put them third. But the winners of the Premier League for the fourth year in a row is Man City. Whoop-de-doo. Now, the reason why I am not bothered by this, I don't think any football fan is bothered except for Man City fans. They'll be like, "Oh, we are so good." Yeah, 115 financial fair play charges. They will go for Forest. They will go for Everton. But they will not go for the big boy of Man City. When is this going to happen, FA? When are they going to get charged? There are rumours as well that it's now going to be cancelled, the charges. There are so many charges from 2007 onwards, even to last season. Apparently, they wasn't... obviously, I don't know if this is completely true, so please, this is just the allegations that I've seen online. But apparently as well, they've refused to compile or to work with the FA to show their financial records. So, yeah, I am waiting for that illustrious day for the FA to say, Manchester City, stripped of all trophies I say all trophies in England, they only won one Champions League in the past 15 years, or 17 years since they got money. But it needs to happen, because this is, they've been charged with this. Oh, it's been taken to court and all that. But it's funny how it's been going on for about a year now. But the Everton one got done within like a month. Forest, it was just announced they're getting points dropped. I can see Man City getting a lot of points dropped. They'll lose their titles, all the trophies and everything. They wouldn't have won a Premier League. They'll keep the Champions League, sure, go for that. That's why I don't think there's any other... The only fans that really care about these trophies that Man City win are Man City fans. United fans don't care. Arsenal fans don't care. Liverpool fans don't care. No one else cares. That's how much it means to us that we don't care. Because, there are so many charges against Man City that we know if they are found guilty, or I'll say when they are found guilty, karma will be paying back like a bitch. So, yeah. But, we'll probably have to wait another 5 years for that to happen, and by then, they probably would have won more. Sure, fair play. 4 titles in a row, never been done before. But it's how can you celebrate that when you got 115 FFP charges hanging over your head? Man City fans are delirious. I do not care if I get hate in the comments from Man City fans. It'll literally only be Man City fans. Fair play to Arsenal, took them down to the final day. It just proves that Man City are not as good as what they think they are. So, bloody hell, Leicester City were better than you 8 years ago. God, that was 8 years ago. Jeez, I'm getting old. I remember that. But yeah, that's what I have to say. Obviously, it was an awful season for Man United fans. Hopefully, FA Cup will be a bit better. Can't see it happening though. But that's going to do it for today. But thank you very much for watching. Yeah. Euros is up next. I might do like a prediction for John on the Euros as well. But that's next month. Bloody hell. We've got European... Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, that's going to do it for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button. Subscribe as well to the channel if you are new. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload. And yeah, I'll catch you all soon in another video. Peace!